In this video, I'm shaping Esther to walk around the back of an item, in this case a bin. So as soon as I put the item down, she's going to be interested in it and go towards it. So I'm going to be ready to mark that with a click and then throw a treat. So what I'm looking for to start with is any interaction with the object at all. So a nose touch. She's already had quite a lot of shaping training, so she knows that usually I either want a nose touch, a paw touch, or I'm going to want her to pick it up, which is what she's trying here. But what I'm really looking for now, we've got her interacting with the item, so I'm looking for her to go round the back of the object, which is why I'm throwing the cheese towards the back of the object, because then she's going to be in the right place. Then I can treat again. So now I'm just waiting for her to go that bit further round the back. But she's getting a bit frustrated and pawing and just trying out lots of different things to see what's going to earn her that click. So I don't want her to pick it up or paw at it or touch it really at all. So I'm just trying to work through this bit here without giving her too many treats. And I'm treating her away to the left of the object and behind it like that, so that she's in the right place all the time to walk back to the object and be the right side of it, because I'm trying to get her to go round the back. There, so she went just round the back a little bit more. And now we're going to give her a quick break and start again. So we start again by throwing the cheese off to the left, so that it sets her up to be in the right place to come back to the object from that side, because I want her to go clockwise round the bin. And now she's off to the left, so that's really problematic because she's never going to be able to get to the right place from there. So if that happens, I usually try and throw a treat off behind the object to get her back into the right place. And if I do throw a treat away like that, then I don't click. And remember, the click always has to mean that the dogs are going to be getting a treat straight away afterwards. So she's trying little grabs, but I'm still waiting for her to go just that bit further round the back like she did there. So that was good. Still trying lots of paw touches and nose touches, and oh, that was good. And trying to pick up the basket, which we don't want, so I'm trying not to reinforce that. Now she's got a bit of cheese stuck, so we just free that. Have to excuse the pyjamas and slippers. Okay, so she had another little break there. Bin goes down again, and she was straight into the right place, which is good. And now she's on the wrong side, so now this is when it gets difficult, because, and that was a mistake on my part then, I clicked her for mouthing at the bin, so now she thinks, so it's mouthing at the bin, she wants me to pick the bin up and move it around with my mouth, which isn't what I wanted. So now I need to be careful that I don't reinforce that again at all. There, so the second that she let go of the bin and just hesitated for a moment was the time she got a click. But I still didn't throw the treat in the right place. So at the moment I'm throwing it to the right, which isn't what we need, so therefore it's gone round the back, which is better. So the treat, I keep throwing the treats over to the left again so that she's in the right place to come back round the bin towards me. She's starting to realise now that going round the back of the bin is probably what I want. And because I threw the treat to the right hand side this time, I then had to throw a giveaway treat towards the settee, which I don't click for. I just throw it. So she's starting again to realise that she gets clicked when she goes round towards the back of the bin, but she's doing more, and that was nice. She's having a little lie down, probably not quite sure again. And now she's on the wrong side, which is when she starts mouthing and getting frustrated because she's not being clicked. So now we give her a 3-1 over to the back, and then she can come back round. It's funny, when you record videos and then look back on them like this, it's really easy to see what you're doing wrong, so it's a really good training tool to record yourself and watch it back. And if she knocks it over or anything, or does anything I'm not looking for, I don't say no, I just ignore it or stand the bin up, but she doesn't get a treat for it, or a click. And it doesn't really matter where she goes after she gets the click. So if she's gone round the back and I throw it and she doesn't go all the way round the bin, which is what I'm looking for, it doesn't really matter because it's the point she's at when I click that counts. However, if we can get her to go round to the point we want and then encourage her round the rest of the way by treat placement, then that's even better really. So that's what I start doing then. So she had another little rest there and we're going back. Now she's on the wrong side. So it's a giveaway treat with no click. So she's in the right place. And now she's really starting to get the idea. And my treat placement is getting a lot better, so it's drawing her round and then throwing it back behind. Now she's having a little lie down. That's it. Good girl. The bin's a little bit further away this time, which is probably why she was having a bit of a lie down in front of me, because I'm trying to build a bit of distance. Because eventually I'm doing this video for a dog that I'm helping, and I'm going to want the dog to go a little way out to go round the back of the object and then come back. So I want to gradually build in distance as we're teaching this. And now the treat's got stuck under a chair, so we had to have a bit of a break to rescue the treat. So we had another break, and here the bin is again. It's a little bit further back again this time, so she's doing well. It's amazing how dogs pick things up this quickly. And now she's on the wrong side of the bin. So we'll just give her a quick throwaway treat so she's back in the right place to start learning again. Now she's back on the wrong side, so we're giving a quick throwaway. We don't click when we throw it away.
Good girl. Well done.
Right, so she's had another another little break there. So we've got the bin a bit further back, and we're going to start introducing the cue now. So you can hear me saying "loop it" when she goes round the back.
Loop it.
We introduce a cue at this stage because if you introduce it too soon, then the dog isn't doing the behaviour when you're saying it, so the dog isn't actually learning anything. You can only really put a cue to things successfully when the dog already knows the behaviour, so you can say it as the dog's doing the behaviour so that it makes an association that when it hears that cue, then that means go round the back in this case. And I think because the bin's a bit further back, she's having a bit of a lie down there because she's not really sure if the bin was part of the training setup or not. So because her lying down wasn't really helping anything and we weren't getting anywhere, I threw a treat away back to the left, which she went and got, and unfortunately then she thought, oh, so I got a treat for lying down then. So then she came and lay down again, but then luckily she remembered that the bin actually is part of the training setup, so she's going nicely again now. So we've got the treats going off to the left and behind, which is really good. So that's helping set her up nicely for the next try.
Yes.
Okay, so we had another break then. And now we've thrown a treat off to the left to get her in the right place again before we start, and moved the bin a little bit further back again. And now she's on the wrong side of the bin, which is a problem. So that was a terrible treat placement on my part, because now she doesn't know what to do. She's not on the right side of the bin to start the behaviour. She's trying to mouth again, getting frustrated, and lay down, and so we throw a treat away again, which is the right thing to do because then she can go back round in the right place. Again, that's another terrible treat placement, but then I realised and threw it into the right place. So every time you move the bin, it's getting that treat placement right again. I wasn't throwing it far enough back to start with, but now she's going round it nicely again. And I need to keep increasing distance on this because the dog that I'm filming this video for, I need to teach him to, well, it's not for him, it's for his owner, but I need to teach him to go out, to go round an object quite a way in front and then come back. So we want to build up the distance as we're teaching it, very, very gradually, so the dog starts to understand what we want. So we've got the behaviour there now. She's going round the bin quite nicely, all in 13 minutes.